Hello everyone. Today we are going to go over some features to help you better understand how to navigate the online jersey decorator. So first thing you'll see is when you bring up the decorator is you have about four boxes outlining different areas of the jersey. You can get to one of every of these boxes by using the drop down menu and selecting from the prompts, whether it's a crest or a silkscreen front. You can change them that way. Change the selections that way. You can also change them by just clicking on them. When you click on them, it also zooms. So you can do it here, or you could do it just by clicking on it. Anyway, these boxes are here to help you identify a print region. So in other words, you have a print region here. This is going to help you understand exactly where that crest or that badge is going to go. So by clicking on that crest and then clicking on Add Design, you'll see that the only highlighted box or area is the heat transfer design area. Here's where you can kind of go on and choose your heat transfer. Whether you can use country flags and other design elements, mascots, shapes. Obviously, most people choose crests. So I'm just gonna click on this crest. Now it says 12 inches by 16 inches, but obviously that's not going to be correct. That is the size that it is, but since the print region is only 4.5 by 4.5, it obviously will reduce the size of the box, and it will give it proper dimensions based on what the jersey is. So now you brought in a crest, right? Now what do you do with the crest? You click on the crest, and if you look over to the left, it gives you different options in terms of colors. So let's say your team is, I have purple here already, so I'm just gonna click on purple. It changes the bars to purple. So whatever color you see here, you can change it to whatever color you want. That doesn't look too hot. I'm gonna put that back to black, but you get the idea. Right underneath that, you're gonna see Express Sub. Express Sub is our sister company. That is the name that we have in the crest. Obviously, you could change that to from San Antonio, so just put San Antonio in there. Change text, and now the crest says San Antonio. Or you could change it to Huskies, or you could change it to whatever. You have in here, you have 2019. My team was created in 1987. So you change that, and now you have your own custom patch. Now you can also break that up. See how you have the 8 going into San Antonio there? You can break that up, and you can bring that down a little bit. You can do that with almost everything that you bring in. So anyway, that's how you handle, that's how you work the patch area. Now you have 3 other boxes. The center box here is for numbers. You can't add a design there. You cannot add a text. You can only add numbers. The other bigger box is for silkscreen. Silkscreen is usually used for team names, sponsors, whatnot. Now this is a bigger box, so that way you can have more creative creative freedom to do whatever you want. Here, obviously, you can add a design and you can add text. So my team is going to be the Vipers from San Antonio. So it defaults to American Captain, kind of a play on the Captain American font. But you can change the font. Right? You can change it to the Barcelona font. A lot of people seem to like this font. So there you go. We are the Vipers. I'm going to give my team an outline. Since we already have purple there, I'm going to pick purple. So there you go. It's the Vipers. We're from San Antonio, and that's my badge. If you wanted to get crazy, let's go ahead and add, I don't know, snake. Look for snake. Let's see what comes up for snake. Oh, sorry. Snake. I don't know. I kind of like that one because it has purple in it. And when you click that, you're able to change the colors here. And of course this pops up. So you could change the colors here from, so there's purple, but you know, I wanna maybe a different shade of blue or something to kind of highlight my snake. And I'm gonna put that guy, I don't know, put him there, put him big there. Now that takes me to the next thing. This is very important. They're the layers. You can choose where the order of how these things appear. So right now, obviously the snake is over vipers, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the vipers over the snake, and there you go. Now ultimately you have 7 colors here. You don't want to have 7 colors. I think we actually just limit you to 4 or 5. So you have 2 different color whites. So it's best practice here is just to go to the first color and then maybe make both these things the same color, and it'll maybe start to remove some of these things. I have 2 purples because again I think the snake is 2 purples, but I'm going to go ahead and click the 1 purple. I'm going to click the outline of that snake from that blue color to that white color. So now I have 5, and I want to move that white to that white, and that white to that white, and now I have 4. And maybe, no, I think that's it. So that's 4. So now I have a 4 color logo there. All right, so it reduces your setup fees, because we do charge you for setups. So you obviously just don't want to leave colors in there. You want to be able to reduce those a little bit. Anyway, that takes us over to the bottom box. The bottom box is an area that we designate for lower numbers. So when you add numbers to your uniform, obviously you can do it to the back, but you can also do it to the front, and that's what this region is for. Now this region is a little elongated, so that way you can, put your number off to the left or off to the right, or in the lower bottom. In this particular case, you also have a center box. This is confusing to people, and I can understand why. However, if you understand what that box is, it's not confusing anymore. That box is a 4-inch area centered. So if you didn't want to have the vipers, if you don't want to have an image there at all, then you can use this box to just put in your 4-inch numbers. So that's what that area is for. But because I've already did my vipers and I have my snake, I'm gonna go ahead and use this area here for numbers. So before I do that though, let's go over to the back. I usually like to put numbers on the back first. Here you can go ahead and click on your numbers. You have different options there. I'm gonna do the basic number. Number 10, that's weird that didn't come out first, but it's all right. So there's 8 of them because we have a minimum for print processes, which I believe is 8. And this is a standard number. I think it's a nice number. Obviously you can go with a custom number, but in this particular case, there really isn't a reason to. I think this number looks good and it's less expensive. Now here's a name. The names, if you go over to edit team names, you can obviously fit on the names. So Johnson, number 10. You can put on 2 arrows. It's me, number 7. But I want to see what my jersey looks like at number 7. There it is. Looks cool. I'm gonna change that to purple. Nah, that doesn't really look good in gray, so I'm gonna go back to white. So now I'm gonna go to the front. So I have to obviously put a number in the front. I don't have to, but I think it looks cooler. So I'm gonna go back to the back, and this is where people get confused. So I can help out a lot of people. I get rid of a lot of headaches just by explaining this right here. So here we have a 8-inch number. Now it's 8 inches. Now if you go back and you do this, or if you go back and do that, it doesn't matter. Our guys are going to give you an 8-inch number. So it says it here. Obviously, if you put a really giant number on there, it's probably not even legal. But it always defaults to 8. So no matter whatever size number you put on here, we're always going to make it just 8 inches. Anyway, this is an important thing to do. So go ahead and click on your number. Hit the little double page here. That's the copy icon. Select that. Go to the front. Go to the bottom. Well, in this particular case, I'm going to the bottom. But of course, like I said earlier, you can go here. But I already have a design there. So I'm going to pick the lower area. I'm going to go ahead and paste. This is my paste icon. As you can see, my number is huge. It's because it copied it from the back. All I got to do is just reduce that a little bit. And again, no matter how big or small you put it here, we're always going to default you to a 4-inch number. Now I see that. Now I really don't like that, right? My number is kind of too small there. It doesn't really fit. And my snake is kind of, looks like an angry worm. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this thing. And I can manipulate it at that, or I can change that by going to the layers icon. This is layers icon. This is very important. This is something that you want to look at and have an appreciation for, because sometimes people get confused because they're not using that correctly. So let's go over to the silkscreen area. Let's go to the layers, select the snake. Let's remove the snake. That's much cleaner. Now I can actually make my number a little bigger, more proportional. And there's my jersey. I'm gonna make my number purple. Don't like it in white. No, there again, my jersey doesn't look good in gray. So you know what? I didn't want gray anyway. I want white. There it is. And now I'm gonna make my viper thing purple. And the outline, I want it black. And there's my number. And then my number in the back, I gotta make sure I change that to purple. And then my name, purple. And there you go. There I have a white jersey with this particular crest. Again, you can find more crests in the design area. And there's my outline. I'm using 2 colors, so my setup fees aren't gonna be too expensive. And that's how you work the decorator. So hope I wasn't too quick. Thank you very much.